When I said my perfect E34, I meant it. We're doing everything in this car. So as you guys can see here, we got a gray suede headliner that will be going in this car. So I'm going to pull out the old one, show you guys how to do that, and then I'm going to show you how to put this new one in, and we will have a brand new headliner, and this interior will be pretty much perfect. Blue with a nice gray suede. Could have done black, but I had easy access to that, and I'll show you why. Yeah, we robbed the 540. So as you guys probably know, this car had that headliner in it. Professionally redone, gray suede, looked amazing, but the 540 is not staying with us, and I figured the one extra step to that blue car that is something I usually probably wouldn't do because it's expensive and it's tedious, is a headliner. But I just knew that if I really wanted that car to really go the extra mile for me, a nice suede headliner would be nice. The headliner in the car is not bad, but it will start to go bad. It'll start to sag, and I know I would hate that, and the stock gray is just pretty ugly. And if this car is selling, anyone that buys it is not gonna really care. I'm not gonna get any extra money for the headliner, so I'd rather keep it in a car that I'm keeping than sell it with this car and have this car go to someone that doesn't even care about it. So I stole it, and the tedious part's over with because getting it out is the hard part. It's very easy to break things, it's very easy to damage the pillars and snap the little clips that I'll show you guys. And then just getting the headliner out in general is pretty tedious. So luckily, I got everything out intact. I didn't want to film this. I wanted to put all my concentration into it. But now we'll head over to the blue car and we will take that headliner out, and I'll show you every step of how to do that. There's not really there's not a ton of stuff on the internet about this, and I don't think there's any videos. So this should be pretty helpful to a lot of people. So here you guys can see the stock headliner, sunroof cassette, starting to get a little saggy. The rear has a couple clips in it that I'm not really sure what those are all about. Hopefully that doesn't affect the install. But it's clean, there's really no issues with it, but why not have some nice gray suede? And it's a little bit stained right there, and as you guys know, that cover was in really bad condition. So let's get this old thing out. We don't have to remove the seats, contrary to what some people might tell you. We just have to recline them all the way back. And the only thing that's peculiar about this car versus the newer model is the early models have a singular B-pillar, meaning it's one piece all the way through, which actually sucks because these are blue, which means I'm going to keep them, and that means that I actually have to leave the gray suede wrapped inners on this car because these are two pieces. So those match, right? But I'd rather have my original blue ones than find, well, you won't find a blue bottom and then take that. So let's just get a close-up of how nice this is. Like, super plush, mint condition. Like, even the sunroof cover. This is the sunroof cassette right here. Pillars. Really pretty headliner. This will look really good with the blue. And these are actually the only tools you need for this. So you need a Phillips screwdriver, flathead. I think this comes in handy, and I'll show you why. And then you need a Torx driver with a T20. That's for the like the visors and stuff. That's pretty much all you're gonna need to do this. Oh, and some trim removal tools. I forgot that. I don't know where I put those. You know, those blue trim removal tool thingies. We're gonna start up here with the A-pillars. So you need to get your door seals off of them because they kind of wrap them without ruining it. We gotta pull out our door seals. All right, and then missing the trim removal tool, of course. Be right back. Pop it in from here. We're just gonna go ahead and see. Now this is original. This one, we might break a few things. We'll try not to. All right, so that came out pretty good. Broke a clip here. I'm gonna try to get that to pop out. And that's basically what you do. So we're gonna repeat that with the other pillars, and then we're gonna head back to the B. For these B pillars, you're gonna wanna clip them here. My top clip's broken. You're gonna wanna get the back door seal out of the way as well. Then basically you go down until you find the next clip and break them. Classic. I believe at the bottom there's two clips. These are the only things I need to reuse, so it'd be nice if I don't break them. Well, I guess I could technically just leave them like this because all I need is to get the headliner kind of around them and down. So popping it off like this should be all I need. You could probably leave the bottom. I'll update if I have to change that, but what I didn't think is that the metal clips that these tabs go into would be the things breaking. I don't know why this car is being difficult, but now let's go to the C. C pillars, pretty much the same as the front. You come in from the sides and kind of the top, you can kind of grip it. You pop, pop, pull the door panel or the door seal, pop, and then you lift up and towards you and you unhook your lights. And that's how you do the seats. So now I'm going to go around, repeat what I just did on this side, and then we'll head over to the handles. This car was being an exceptional bastard, breaking a lot of these metal clips. You can see they're supposed to be all in all these tabs. I broke 2 here, 2 there, 2 here, and 2 there. I mean, I messed up nearly all of them. So for now, to finish this job, I'm going to take all of them out of the 540, and then I'll just buy new ones for the 540. But anyway, now we get on to the easier than those, I would say. These are the biggest area of like breaking things. Now we got to do 4 handles, and what you do here is, and these are different. Okay, so the later models are nice and have a little ridge here that you can use a pry tool. These don't have a ridge, so that means that we are going to have to use a little flathead screwdriver and pry these off. And underneath there is some Phillips heads. So we got to do all 4 handles, and that should be pretty easy, but getting these off is going to be the biggest pain in the ass. These ones suck, man. The later models got a nice little thing you could pry on. These early models got nothing. You got to use a little screwdriver. But anyway, then you take out the Phillips heads that hold them on, and you can see my headliner sagging here. So that's little stuff like that is where it starts. And in a car like this, with the intentions I have, it would always annoy me. The headliner's separating a little bit right there. I don't want to deal with that. I want this car to be mint, so we're just getting rid of it. Man, what is with these early models? What the hell is, like, what is, it feels like there's something holding it on right here. These handles in this early model may be kind of, there's 2 push pins on the back. I think these actually stay with the headliner, I guess. So you just gotta get those screws out so you can get the headliner down. But otherwise, I believe they just stay with it. So now I'm gonna do all the other 3. I'm gonna zip through those. All right, all the screws are out. I got the 2 things screwed out of the back. There's clips in the back you gotta pop down. I broke those as well. And now we come up to the visors. You open up the visor, and these are the T20s right here. So you got 2 here, 2 on that, both sides. We're gonna zip these off really quick. And then I believe the headliner is ready to come down. Then we gotta do the sunroof cassette. There's clips all around here that I'll show you guys how to get to. And now what we have to do is hook this back up. We gotta get the sunroof open about 2/3 of the way to about there, and we're gonna pop out this cover here. 2 little clips. It's pretty easy, but it's a little tricky to kind of get to it. You gotta work with it. And then we will pop all these clips from the top, and the headliner will be ready to come down. All right, so with the sunroof open, if you kind of look in here, there is a little clip with a post. The post is part of the sunroof cover. The clip is on this. You put your finger in there and you squeeze them, or you spread them and pull it towards you, meaning towards the front of the car. There's 2 on each side. You spread them and pull them, and it should start this thing coming out. I'm gonna time lapse this, and then I'll show you it once it's out. It's easier to visualize. So these are the clips I'm talking about. So you spread them like that, and there's a little post that's part of the sunroof cover that goes in between those on each side. So spread them and push it back, and then once it's down, you want to push this down up on the cover to get the post so it doesn't go into this, and then it'll slide right out. There's a point in the track where it opens up right here. You have to have it up before you get to that point, or else it's going to slide into the track, and then you got to go all the way back and restart. And now for the last step to get this thing out, open the sunroof all the way. Then you can see each of these holes right here, I'm zoomed in. So 1 here, 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 and then I think there's 3 along the sides. What you want to do is you want to pop a screwdriver in. You can see that metal clip, push it that way and down, it'll pop it right down. I'll show that in action real quick. The audio is really bad here because of the wind, but basically you pop the flathead in there and you push it down and towards the back of the car, and it unhinges that clip right there. You do that all the way around, and then it'll pop down. So you can see we popped it down, and now there's pretty much nothing holding this thing on. I gotta unhook that light right there, but otherwise headliner is hanging down. It's on these B pillars as I suspect. I'm gonna try to work it out of those without moving them out of the way completely. And now what you want to do is recline your seats all the way back, and then you want to push this driver's seat back as well. So recline it all the way, and then push it as far back as you can. That way you can kind of get the headliner in between that crevice right there. That's the crevice you need. All right, so now what we're gonna do is, now that the seats are all the way reclined, pull it down, and then we're gonna work it out of this back door. So what you gotta do is get it out from these B-pillars, this side down like this, and you wanna pull it out just like this. You're gonna need that crevice right there, and it should come out. You might have to kind of warp it, bend it a little bit. It's not the easiest, but it'll come out. And there we have it. She's out. Not fun, but it's out. And now we're just gonna get right back into it. I'm gonna replace the clips I broke, and then we're gonna slide the good one right back in so we can kind of wrap this up, because it's super windy and it's blowing a bunch of crap in my interior and I don't like that. So let's slide that new one in. There's no sort of maintenance items you really have to do or worry about while you're in here. Sunroof motor maybe if you're worried about it, but mine works. So let's just grab that new one. You wanna make sure you orient it the right way, because once it's in there, it's gonna be very difficult to move it around. It's gotta be perfect. So now you wanna carefully fish it in, down in that crevice. This is a bit tricky. Yeah, just like that. Guide it, try not to break it. Door seal in the way, and just send it. Okay, we're in. I'll get it how it's kind of supposed to go. And then first things first, get it around the sunroof. So you want to go from the middle. You want to make sure you get this plugged in before I forget. My front map lights. Okay, we're starting to clip. So that means it's in the right spots. Ignore the noises, this is kind of strenuous. And I didn't pull any of these through, so grab those from the front. Luckily you can do that. My sunroof cover, the fabric was separating from when I pulled it out, so I'm fabric gluing that right now. So in the meantime, let's get my C-pillar on. And these lights have different connections, so I have to swap out my C-pillar lights. These cars, such minor changes in these interiors, which is inconveniencing me ever so slightly, but otherwise nothing major. So don't be worried. Old style headliner, meaning a 95, will fit in a 90 or 91. Luckily that works. But plug this light back in. Okay. And that's in place. C-pillar in place. Let's get this B-pillar in place with my new clamps, clips. Top one unfortunately broke. Not sure what I could really do about that. A-pillar. Tuck it down. I believe that's all of them lined up. Maybe a little bit more down. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Alright, so we got all our pillars back in place. Now let's put on these map lights and these handles. I gotta go grab the handles from that car because, like I said, the handles are built into the early headliners. Okay, well, you guys saw that. The ladder I was using to film the top part almost just fell into my fender. I just stretched myself way beyond my capabilities to stop that. It actually stopped it and it didn't hit anything, thank God. But I just absolutely pulled my shoulder. I must be getting old, dude. Alright, door seal is back in place. I got kind of worried that that wasn't going to go back in the same way, but it did. So instead of boring you guys, I'm going to go around and do all the handles, all the visors really quick, and then we'll come back when it's all done and I'm ready to show you guys the finished product. Alright, so my sunroof fabric cover finished adhesing, whatever that word is. So now let's put that in and wrap this up.
A few moments later.
I finally got it. That is not fun getting that thing back in, but we have it, and she is complete. Let me open these doors and get some better lighting in here so we can see the final product. There we have it. Nice gray suede headliner, all the pillars matching, blue pillars in the middle still, which actually looks pretty sweet. This blue on gray looks awesome, like really, really cool. I hope that the camera does it justice. It's like the perfect blend. And I know it's the same, you know, not really much of a different color, but believe me, it makes all the difference. That old ugly gray to the gray suede, you can, you know, see the materials, you know, it's that nice soft suede. It's hard to describe, but it's really nice. You know, it changes kind of colors when you move it, and it's nice and padded. This was professionally done. It looks amazing, and the blue with the gray just looks outstanding in this interior. I am so freaking thrilled. Everything went back together as it should. Everything is functional. No broken clips. Everything's held in place, and that is what I was most worried about doing this. I was dreading the swap because I was worried I was going to break things and things weren't going to go back in place. Like I said, with these pillars, they're very picky. Luckily, the door trim actually holds them on, so they're perfectly flush. Everything is just outstanding. Everything fits perfect. I didn't break anything. I could not be more stoked. This is amazing. So there we have it. That is the headliner replaced in the new E34. This car is coming along just beautifully. The interior, like I said, is dialed in. There's really nothing I would change about the interior. We got our S52 chilling here. Coilover soon. Wheels when I find a set that I like. And this car is just going to be so perfect. I'm so excited. Here comes more wind. Let's go inside. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that this taught you some things about doing this headliner job. It's kind of unclear on the internet, so at least this is nice to see it in video form. I think that's a lot more helpful. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this helps some people down the road. Let me know what you guys think of this nice color combo. I am stoked. Thank you guys again. I'll see you in the next one.